We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with their opponents. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll run for the first time with Johnson, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it's 3rd and short.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. On the ground with a tight end. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First down, Philadelphia.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
57, Mike 57. Let's go. Let's hit this ball back to the outfield. Let's
go. Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's Hurts to throw. Being chased out left. Hurts fumbles it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. The first carry from the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. That is caught by Cohen. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. On the option, it'll be Hurts. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's into the clear. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Richard Sherman, a Pro Bowler a year ago, had a pick 6 in the season opener last season against Tampa Bay. And he delivers again with a return for a touchdown on that play. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Eagles nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And down he'll go at the 25.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Eagles nothing.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Second down, here's Hurts. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They go play action with Hurts. This is caught by Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
57's Mike 57.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Eagles.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. That's caught by Jackson. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Deshaun Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Niners 14, Eagles 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Richie James on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Watch 36 to Mike.
He'll drop to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
Now a breakout start for the Niners in 2019. This is Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the 41-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 136. Let's pick it up. It's out of time.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Deebo Samuel. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 32-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
To kick off for San Francisco.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will make it into the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11 and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bobby Gold to kick off for San Francisco.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get in.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here we go.
Second down and 3.
65.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's got the first down inside the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. They'll run with Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Niners 35, Eagles 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Philadelphia.
So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Garoppolo. That's Samuel caught left side. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
11.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers continue to roll. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dee Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Hurts. Rolling to his right. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 47, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Two. 6-man, 2. Check curls. Watch 36 to Mike.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they have been thoroughly dominated so far. But a brief bright spot there with that pick-6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Now James returning and able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A play fake for Mostert. Now Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 1st down, Hurts. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Let's get it. Watch 36. 36.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Garoppolo. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jannard Avery coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Here's Hurts to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Garoppolo on first down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. A gain of 6 there on first.
Deebo Samuel. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Jim.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
14.
Second down at 4.
36. Squeeze, double. Watch 36.
Here's Mostert. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Garoppolo now. Rolling to his right. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. One more time with Mostert. And this time he is in. Yes. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lead.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Right there, 54, right there.
Throwing is Hurts. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever. Sliding out of the pocket. Room past the 20. Right side caught by Jackson. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 46 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. Open man completes it to Butler. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. fielded near the back of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Wide, get wide.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Rolling to his left. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
21, 21. 36, 13.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.